Hey everyone, welcome and welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a 10-hour wear test and foundation review on the Juvia's Place Shade Stick. So if you want to see what I think and how it wears on my skin, stick around. So as you can see, there is something going on with my eyes. I'm trying to get it figured out with my doctor. He's not quite sure what is going on. If you have any suggestions about what could possibly be making my eyes puffy and red and flaky like this, comment below. Basically just been trying not to wear any makeup to not further irritate it. I think I'm gonna do like a full video on it later this week. I'm probably gonna record like a little get ready with me and just talk a little bit more about what the heck is going on with my face. Today I really wanted to try out the Juvia's Place Shade Stick Foundation. This is what it looks like. This retails for $16 at Ulta. So this is supposed to be like a multi-purpose product. You can contour, conceal, or correct with this. Basically, it's a full coverage foundation that is infused with shea butter and oil controlling ingredients. So I feel like I'm really gonna like this. I got the shade Luxor. I don't know what that means. Generally when I'm picking a foundation shade, I go with usually the second to the lightest shade. If there are undertones listed, I'll go with a neutral or warm undertone. That just seems to work the best for me. So here we go. I got my little mirror and we're gonna go for it. This might be really dark. So I did prime with the Smashbox Photofinish primer. I just feel like that one is a really good middle of the road primer for trying out foundations. Personally, I don't like to try foundations without a primer because that's not how I would normally wear it just in day-to-day life. I'm just using my Real Techniques foundation brush. Actually, I don't think the shade is bad at all. I was afraid it would be a little dark, but I wouldn't say it is full coverage on the first pass. I'm gonna try to build it up a little bit on a couple places. So just looking at this, it does look a little heavy in some areas, particularly on my nose. I'm gonna take just a damp sponge and really press it in. I'm not a huge fan of how it's looking on my pores. Actually, you can kind of see it's just kind of sitting in there. I'm gonna go do the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. The rest of my makeup is on. I just did the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and then I did a combo of the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage what is this? Powder foundation. with the Coty Airspun translucent powder. Really like this combo. I feel like it keeps my under eyes from creasing, but then it also adds a little bit of extra coverage, which is really nice. And then blush, bronze highlight, I did the Becca blush in Songbird, the Balm Oliver bronzer. For highlight, I layered the Wet n Wild Megaglo highlighting powder. This is in the shade Precious Petals, and the Nomad Stockholm highlighting powder in Midnight Sun. I actually filled in my brows today for once. I did the Essence brow pencil. I don't know what shade this is. I love Essence products, but I feel like everything I buy, all of the words rub off. Does anyone else notice that? Anyway, and then the NYX Control Freak Brow Gel. For lashes, on the top lashes, I did the Essence Lash Princess. I love this. And then for the lower lashes, the Wet n Wild Megawear mascara. This is the only mascara that I can use on my lower lash line that doesn't transfer. And then the NYX Butter Gloss in Tiramisu. So let's talk about the foundation again really quick. Looking in a slightly different lighting, I do really like it. I think that the shade is really nice. I would probably use a pore filling primer next time underneath my eyes, kind of around my nose. As far as the finish goes, I would say it's more of a satiny finish. So I have kind of normal type skin, but it does lean towards oily by the end of the day. I normally set my whole face with powder, but I wanted to really see how this foundation performed. I did snap a quick picture in Flash, and I'll insert it right here. I would say it does have a little bit of flashback. In real life, the shade is a pretty good match for me, but in Flash I do look a little washed out, so just keep that in mind. I probably wouldn't wear this in any type of Flash photography, but I will check in a few hours and we will see how it's holding up. Hey, I am back. It's been about 4 hours since I checked in last, and I am just chilling. The dog's right next to me, so if you hear him, that's why. I am in front of the window in my living room, so I've got some natural lighting. First impression is that I can see my pores right around my nose and right in the crease around my nostrils. That's pretty normal for me. Normally I would use a pore filling primer and also a powder that's more pore filling. It does like a little dewy, which I think the level that it's at right now is not bad. I would worry about what this is gonna look like by the end of the day, especially on my forehead and right around the center of my face. I like my chin to be a little dewy, so I don't mind that. But everything is resting really nice on top of it. My skin does look good. Everything looks really smooth. The texture is a little bit waxy, if that makes sense. It doesn't necessarily look like skin, but it doesn't look cakey and dry. I'm getting just a tiny bit of creasing, which is pretty normal on my skin. Just the slightest crease in my forehead line, and then one of my smile lines is fairly deep, so that's pretty normal for me. But other than just a little bit of extra shine, it looks just about the same as when I put it on 4 hours ago, so that's pretty good for the first check-in, and I'll be back in a few more hours at the end of the 10 hours to check in with you. Okay, I'm back in some different lighting for the final check-in. So this foundation has been on for about 10 hours. Couple of things. I have lost some major coverage on my chin, so we went over to my parents tonight for just a little dinner, and I don't know if it was due to eating or just moving and talking, but I have totally lost coverage on my chin. And then I would like to refute the claim of this foundation being oil controlling. I have relatively normal skin, but I think if you have actually oily skin, this probably is not going to be a good foundation for you. Other than that, I probably would wear this again. I really like the shade and the coverage. I wouldn't say it's full coverage, but it does cover most things. It's a good like daily full coverage type of foundation. I would probably do like a pore filling primer right around the center of my face, and either like a mattifying primer and or mattifying powder, especially on my forehead and down the center of my face. So this is definitely one that I want to keep trying. I hope you liked today's video, and I look forward to doing future reviews and trying out some new things for you. I will see you next time.